Okay, so today I'm going to give you guys my review of the Seattle Storm and Las Vegas Aces game. Sorry I'm late, I was tired, fell asleep, and rewatched it, but we move. Starting off with the Seattle side, let's talk about Skylar Diggins. So she gave you 13 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 30% from the floor, 4 of 13, 3 of 5 from the 3, 2 of 2 free throws, 3 turnovers, and 46.8% true shooting. You needed more from Skylar today. I just thought that she had some possessions that were really puzzling. You know, she had 3 turnovers, and I don't know why she kept trying to take contested layups when you have Asia Wilson right in front of you. I don't understand that. You know, you needed more from the performance. That's all I'm going to say about Skylar. We look at Nneka Ogwumike, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 30% from the floor, 4 of 13, 1 of 3 from the 3, 7 of 8 free throws, 148.4% true shooting. I love Nneka down. That's Madam President. Wasn't a great performance. I'm going to move on. Now we go to Gabby Williams. 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 50% from the floor, 3 of 6. Field goals, 2 turnovers, and 58.3% true shooting. I mean, she's actually efficient for the shots she did take. It was interesting how at the end they just turned the light off for that last shot, child. Like, so there's that. I feel like at parts she may have been kind of checked out. You know, maybe she wasn't. I don't know. She tried. You know, wasn't her best game. You know, we move. Look at everyone else for Seattle Storm. Erica Wheeler, 33 minutes, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 37% from the floor. Erica Wheeler had some nice possessions. There was that one at the end. I think it was like to tie the game. And Erica Wheeler's definitely been a clutch player all season long. But then you have those tendencies creep in. I watched some of her on the Indiana Fever last year, and it was just domestic terrorism, okay? And so you saw some moments like that happening. And just some of the stuff that she would do. I'm like, girl, what are you doing, okay? And so, yeah, you can appreciate her for being clutch and everything. But there's just some moments. It's a mess. You look at Ezzy Magwagor, 26 minutes, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 57.1% from the floor. I will say that, you know, that is efficient. Gotta make more of the free throws, okay? Gotta defend without fouling. We move. I already talked about Gabby. Brittany Sykes, 23 minutes, 9 points against the rest, 80% from the floor. So she was efficient. I believe she was like 4 or 5. I'm going to show her playoff series stats later. And then Dominique Malunga, 22 minutes, only 3 points, 20% from the floor. It wasn't a great night from her. She's young. She's very raw, you know, as we know. And she'll improve with more time and experience. You got Asia Wilson on you. She tried, just wasn't her best. Now let's look at Brittany Sykes' performance this playoff series. 0 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 block. This is not what you trade the pick for. Like, really? It was disappointing. It was disappointing, bro. And then, you know, all these ladies did not play. Look at advanced metrics for the game. Okay, first quarter 19-14. Seattle actually won the first quarter. Okay, they had some good stuff. Second quarter, only scoring 7 points in a quarter to 19 is diabolical. I didn't know it was that bad, but it makes a lot of sense. A lot of bad turnovers and shot selection, and just it was bad. I didn't know it was this bad, but it really does check out. Okay, and then even the parts where Asia was missing shots, like in the beginning, they couldn't capitalize that and score. You know, like it was bad. We look at the third quarter, 22-19, and then the fourth quarter, 25-22. So yeah, if they would have just not performed terribly in the second quarter, like they would have had a chance to win this game, okay? And they just didn't. Noelle's rotations are terrible. They're terrible. I don't even know what she was thinking with her rotations, bro. Like, Noelle just wanted to go to Cancun. Like, I'm convinced, bro. Like, you can't make the lineup rotation decisions that you make and tell me that this is a serious team. So, you have that as well. You have the fact that Seattle just missed a lot of easy layups. Like, I can't even count how many that they missed. Easy bunnies around the rim. Stuff like that's going to haunt you. Missing free throws is going to haunt you. Being lazy on defense and letting the other team score is going to haunt you. And also not even trying to defend them and letting them get their shots off. Didn't do enough in terms of guarding Asia, because Asia was the one who carried them. You got a double teamer, you know, and I know she's gonna get to the line, and we'll talk about that later, but it's just like Seattle is the embodiment of the Brandy song Almost Doesn't Count. I don't know if you guys have heard that song, but definitely go give it a listen. Maybe put some Seattle highlights on, and so you can get it. But it's just like, they're good enough to make playoff contention, and they're good enough to get you some wins sometimes. But, you know, when it matters this year, they haven't really come through in a meaningful way, okay? They won that game, too. I was going to review that. I didn't see the full game. And they were able to come through in that, you know, And then this game, they did not. Like, I feel like I think I said this, but, like, the last 5 minutes of every game, it's like they remember if they don't win, Noelle's going to get fired, and then, like, they turn it on and they start playing better. When it's like, we should have played like that throughout the game. Like, this team, it's just CTE hoops. Seattle Storm fans, I don't know how you guys watched this the entire year. From the Seattle side, sure, there was some nice buckets, but overall, you needed more from everybody, and they did not deliver that, okay? Held Aces to a close game, but in the clutch, did not execute. So those are some overarching thoughts for Seattle. Biggest leads 5 by Seattle, and then 8 by the Aces. So you see that. And we continue on. Runs 13-4 run in the first quarter by the Storm and 12-3 run by the Aces in the second quarter. Best player streaks 5 by Erica Wheeler and 13 by Asia Wilson. Now we look at the head-to-head metrics. So from the floor, they were 25 of 65, 40%. Just dreadful. Like I said, a lot of missed layups. Aces were slightly better, 28 of 61, 45.9%, sorry. From the 3, 7 of 18 Aces were 3 of 12, so both terrible from the 3. Free throws, 14 of 18, and they were 15 of 17. Turnovers, 17 to 14. 17 turnovers is ridiculous, okay? And now I'm reminded about, there were some careless turnovers by Gabby and just everyone in general. You got to be better about taking care of the basketball, bro. Just some bad turnovers. You look at the rebounding, 44 to 34, assists 17 to 20, blocks 4 to 5, defense rebounds 24 to 23, offense rebounds 9 to 4. There was a critical one that they missed at the end, okay, and points off turnovers 11 to 16. And let me talk about that one that they missed at the end, because I completely forgot about this, bro. But all you had to do, there was like 4 Seattle jerseys there. All you had to do was box Jackie Young out and get the rebound, and they couldn't do that, okay? It's just the little things that they fundamentally mess up on, and this is why they don't win in a meaningful way. This is why they don't win in a meaningful way. All you had to do was box around and get the rebound, and people try to tell me rebounds don't matter. They matter. They're always going to matter, and this game showed that. We look at points in the paint, 32 to 42, fast break points, 14 to 5. So they had some really great stuff in transition. Skylar had some nice stuff. They were able to get some stuff going. Second points, 9 to 2, steals 9 to 11, and personal fouls, 16 to 15. So why does the Seattle Storm lose this game? It comes down to a lot of things, like I said. I thought Noel's rotations were absolutely dreadful. Erica Wheeler and Brittany Sykes on the floor at the same time just do not historically work. And just a lot of the lineups that she was putting out there and stuff, her usage of the timeouts and challenges. Did she even use a challenge? I feel like she didn't. It's just things like that. Noel can't coach. Noel is going to be fired. It is what it is. It was going to take a hell of a playoff run to save Noel's job. And it's over. It's over. I feel like she was already mentally packing up her stuff. And I don't know, like one of my friends kind of said this, they didn't have enough grit. They didn't have enough grit to get it done, okay? You got to play hard for 40 full minutes of the game. Even when Asia's shots weren't going in, they weren't able to capitalize off it enough and address the defensive possessions and all. Like, they're just left a lot to be desired with the game, as always. They don't know how to execute in the key positions for the most part, okay? Able to get it together the last game, but today, it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. So yeah, like I don't even know what to say about the Seattle Storm at this point. Like if you watch this team this year, the same problems with the terrible 3-point shooting. The defense I felt is overrated, and you saw that today, and just very inconsistent. You know, the most consistent team as being inconsistent this year. So those are some of my thoughts on the Seattle Storm. Yeah, you know, so close, you let it slip through your fingertips because you don't do the fundamental things right. Let me know what you guys think of the Seattle Storm side, but that's my, 10s. Now we look at the Aces side. So Asia Wilson finishes with 38 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 53.8%. Field goal percentage, 14 to 26 from the floor, no threes, 10 of 11 free throws, 1 turnover, and 61.6% true shooting percentage. Asia Wilson was Asia Wilson. She's going to continuously exploit the mismatches that they get, and they just did not defend her enough. Like, more double teams, more forcing her into hard shots and stuff like that as well. That's something that they should have done as well. I will say that the refs were on BS for this game, for Aces especially. I don't know, just in general, the Aces home whistle is nasty. That's what I'm going to say. And the Aces are just not enjoyable basketball for me to watch. Asia Wilson did what Asia Wilson does. Okay. So yeah, like I'm not surprised by this performance. This is a winner go home game, and Asia Wilson showed up and she met the moment like she pretty much always does. So I will say that. You guys know I'm tired of the white t-shirt gimmick. You guys know I'm tired of that gimmick. Like but we move. We go on. We go on to Chelsea Gray, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 62.5% field goal percentage, 5 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the 3, 5 turnovers, and 75% true shooting. I understand what people are saying more now about Chelsea Gray. She makes some really dumb passes. There was that one she passed it right to Skylar. She be having some critical errors and stuff like that as well. So I really think it's that, just playing the game smart, letting the game come to you. I mean, she had some nice shots. She did some good things, but got to be better with not turning over the basketball, because 5 turnovers, that's really dreadful. And we also look at Jackie Young. So 34 minutes, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals, 50% from the floor, 6 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the 3, 1 of 2 free throws, 3 turnovers, and 54.3% true shooting. I mean, Jackie Young is definitely an underrated guard in this league, an underrated player. She really flies under the radar, and I always say that a lot of people's scouting reports are on Asia Wilson, but they don't put enough on Jackie Young in this. Like, you can't leave her open. She made her shot. She got that shot to go in at the end, and she made her impact offensively and defensively. That's all that you can ask for. Very underrated in this league, and Jackie Young did what she needed to do, as she pretty much always does. Look at everyone else for the Aces, okay? So we got Jewel in 29 minutes, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 50% from the floor. 29 minutes, and you're only given 4 points. You would like to see more for the time, okay? At least she stuffed the stat sheet and got stuff done the other way. But, I mean, Dana Evans, 14 minutes, 2 points, 2 assists. Melissa Smith, 18 minutes, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 33% from the floor. I believe she got in foul trouble, so yeah. Parker Tyus, 10 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. KB, 20 minutes and 0 points is diabolical. 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Kia Stokes, I don't think she had any stats. I don't think she played. But yeah, why do the Aces win overall? Because they've been here before. They know what they need to do to get it done and able to execute in the 40 minutes. Capitalizing off the times they're able to turn Seattle over and their mistakes and Seattle's mismanagement. You have Becky Hammond, who's a better coach. But side note, Becky Hammond, stop talking about fee. Stop talking about fee. Putting fee and stuff that didn't even involve her. But yeah, they just did what they needed to do. They did what they needed to do. And, it is what it is. They do face the Indiana Fever in the next series. I will not be covering that series, okay? I do not like the Indiana Fever as a basketball team and what they play like. I can't support that, so I will not be covering the series. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the series and everything. I only caught I caught most of the last game, which I thought Seattle was some good stuff, and I thought about rewatching it and didn't. And I had to rewatch this one as well, but there was some nice shots. There were some nice shots by everybody. Donna may be forgetting and stuff as well. And yeah, let me know what you think below though.